welcome. And for those of you that have already subscribed, thank you so much for hanging out again with me today. I can't wait to share with you how I created this simple, easy, and beginner-friendly makeup look. Okay, before we get into the makeup tutorial, I just want to tell you guys how the video is going to go. At the beginning, I'm going to briefly tell you guys what products I use on my skin to keep it looking healthy and just revitalize. So make sure you don't skip across that step because it's super important to just learn different things that you can do to your skin to make it look healthy. And then the second portion of the video is going to be the makeup tutorial. It's going to be a voiceover, and it's also going to be sped up a bit because I'm the type of person, when I'm watching a makeup tutorial, I just want to see what's going to happen here. So, and I'm not really interested in just seeing the step-by-step, slow motion, real-time application. Because, you know, a lot of times in the business world, we don't have a huge amount of time to spend just watching stuff, you know, just talking from my own personal situation, and I'm sure some of you out there can relate. But if those of you that enjoy that type of those type of tutorials, I do have a few of those videos on my channel, but this one is going to be a voiceover. It's also going to be sped up a bit, so you can see the whole application and it won't be so long. Also, I do want to let you know that it takes me about 20 minutes to create this look before I go to the office every single day. You know, I switch it up a little bit, but basically the steps that I take to apply my makeup takes about that amount of time. So it's super easy, simple to do. And this look lasts me a full 8 hours. You know, I don't have to freshen up that much. I might blot just a little bit because I have oily skin, but for the most part, my makeup stays set. That's why I do enjoy using MAC products. You're going to see that a lot on my channel too. But my makeup stays pretty much matte looking, and I have oily skin, so I love that. And I use products that are good quality products in order for my makeup to produce, or my looks to produce, what it is that I'm trying to create on my face. Last thing I want to say before I get into the video, and I'm not going to get on a rant about what I just said. You know, it is what it is. I like using good products. Those of you out there that use the drugstore products from time to time, that's cool too. But eventually, I'm just encouraging you guys, eventually try to replace those products that you get from the drugstore and just upgrade them a little bit. You'll see the difference, and you'll figure out in the long run whether or not you want to spend an extra $1 or $2 on a, I don't know, an eyeliner pencil, or if you want to use the same drugstore pencil. I'm just going to keep it real. Where is it? I do have a couple of drugstore products in this video, like this little pencil here, and I don't know. I got a couple of things. So I'm just, oh, here it is. I have another pencil that's drugstore, but I keep a couple of things like that in my kit. But for the most part, I use good quality products. That way I get what I'm trying to achieve very quickly, simply, and easily. Because the goal is to do your makeup and to just have a fun time doing it, and, you know, not let it be so overwhelming that you don't want to ever do it again. Also, remember this, if you remember nothing else about makeup. When you apply your makeup and you create your look, when you're in a business setting, it's never appropriate for you to come in there with some loud shades on your eyes. Yeah, you can do the lashes. They're acceptable now. And I love my lashes, so I wear mine every day. But you have to, what I'm trying to say is you have to keep in mind where you're going when you're creating your looks. A lot of times, sometimes when people are so used to wearing more vibrant colors and more louder looks and more, you know, just more explosive looks, when you have to tone it down a bit, they get a little nervous. So I'm hoping that anybody out there that enjoys wearing those those vibrant, boisterous colors. I hope this video is very helpful to you guys that are taking this is a new road for you, where you're toning it down a bit and we're creating more of a neutral look. I know that can be a little uncomfortable for people. And also, I do know that I've also been in the situation where I didn't wear makeup every day. So these type of looks are my comfort zone, and I really enjoy creating them. I do colorful looks from time to time, but again, you have to remember where you're going. We're doing office appropriate makeup here, and we want to be invited back to the office. We want to be able to be back at the table and not be the conversation at the table. You get it? All right, so I talked enough. Let's get into this. So in the morning, I use this Clinique liquid facial soap for oily skin. I've been using this product for years to cleanse my skin in the morning, and I also use it at night, and it works really well. And if you haven't tried it, go ahead and get you a little small bottle, and then I'm sure you're going to upgrade to this big one. But yeah, this is what I use on my skin to wash my skin. And following the soap, I use this clarifying lotion. It's actually an exfoliator. So I make sure and use this twice a day as well. And I have mentioned before on my channel that I have oily skin, and I also have super dry skin. I have dry areas right here. Once I started using this product, this area right here calmed down, around my nose, all that just calmed down. So this is a great product. Okay, and the last product that I use on my face is this Dramatically Different moisturizing gel. I pump maybe about 2 to 3 pumps, and I just put it in places around my face. I don't smother my face with this stuff. I just put an even amount in different areas and kind of rub it into the skin. And I do this twice a day to keep my face looking hydrated. And yeah, all 3 products together, you may know them as the 3-step system, and they actually work. So the next time you go to the department store and you see a Clinique counter, go over and talk with the rep. They'll give you more information about these products, but I am definitely a believer in them, and I've been using them for years. And like I said, I am not afraid to walk out in these streets with no makeup on because of these products. Oh, one more thing I forgot to show you. So at night, I use this Take the Day Off. It's kind of like a cream balm. Need to buy some more, but I use this as well. I used to use the liquid formula to take off my eye makeup, but I found that I just use this all over my face, and it really does a great job. And also my skin is hydrated. I like to do that like in the winter months when the air gets a little dry, and you know, just your skin starts to show the effects of being out in the elements. This is a great product to use. So I keep this, and I also use this makeup removing towel on my skin. So yeah, that's all the products that I use on my face. So let me get into them. All right, it's super important for you to apply some mattifying primer to your face, especially if you have oily skin. And then I'm going over that primer with some translucent powder. Unfortunately, MAC doesn't sell this product anymore. So you can find a great translucent powder to use to apply over the primer. And then I'm putting on some Studio Fix Fluid. I'm an NW45 from MAC. I really enjoy using this foundation because it provides maximum coverage and it goes on really smooth and evenly. All right, next I'm applying the Studio Fix Press Powder to set my foundation. Okay, and I'm using a flat brush just to make sure that the product has been blended in nicely with my foundation. And then I use the spoolie brush on my brows just to brush my brow hairs. And I'm putting on some eyeshadow base from MAC. This is super important that you apply this product, especially if you have oily skin, because it helps your shadow stay in place. And then on top of that, on my lids only, I like to apply a little bit of that paint pod. And before I start applying the shadows to my lids, I'm actually going to finish up with my brows with this really nice pencil from MAC. It allows you to sculpt your brows and draw in your brow hairs. I'm applying a little concealer on the tail end of my brows, and I'm just using a brush to just press the product in. And a good idea for you to do is, well, for you to use is just apply a little product at a time until you get the desired look. What I'm going for right now is just to give my eyes the appearance of being lifted a bit, so highlighting that area with some concealer works nicely. Now, I'm just going to tell you, I had to use an additional palette along with this palette from Urban Decay, just because I did not find a brow shade that worked well for me in that palette, so I had to grab my Tarte one. And then I pulled out one of my Huda palettes as well too, to add a little dark shadow in the corners of my eye. I wanted to add the dark shade just to give my eyes the appearance of being lifted. I know that sounds super weird, but you'll see in a minute once I get you know, further down the road with my makeup look. And for my lids, I went back to the Urban Decay palette. You saw the shadow that I used, and I just used light tapping motions to apply it to my lid. And because I have very mature eyes, I don't put my liner all the way around the bottom area of my eye. I just go in, you know, just in the corners, and I go all the way across the lids when I'm applying my liner. And I'm using that pencil that I showed you earlier. This is a drugstore product, but I like it because you can smooth out the liner. And then I'm going in again with a little bit more concealer. Now in this area, I'm using a tad bit darker shade of concealer in this space, just because I'm, you know, applying it more to my face in a larger area. Now, if you don't have an additional concealer, you can just use a little bit and keep building it up until you get the desired look. The goal is to make this area look lifted, and then I'm applying a little bit of highlighter, boom, because I want my face to look a little snatched, you know. So here's the finished look. I absolutely love how it turned out. It's perfect to wear to the office, out on a date, or, you know, it's just super easy to wear anywhere, even to the gym, girl.